There's a tremendous amount of value captured in paper and plastic and metal that right now is lost at the landfill. The trouble is, the value of this material is really eroded by the cost of sorting it out in these recycling centers. Today's technology requires a tremendous amount of manual labor to ensure high purities of materials. But now that's changing. And what that means is that previous operations that were done manually and maybe done a little haphazardly can now be systematized, controlled, and automated. From energy to transportation, entire industries are being remade by the capabilities of artificial intelligence and robotics. And the result is that these industries can scale in ways that they couldn't before.
A major problem in recycling is the fact that not everybody knows what belongs in the recycling bin. And so when the materials from the collection agencies come back to the facilities, they not only get the materials that they asked for, but a bunch of other things that they cannot find a buyer for and make a profit out of. And in order to take care of that and to take the responsibility out of the consumer's hands, AMP is able to give the recycling facilities an out and a solution to be able to take everything of value out of the stream that they receive without having to spend time sorting through all the materials that they can't use.
So one thing that's really interesting about the technology that AMP has developed in this vision system is that it perceives objects that are potentially bent, deformed, folded, crushed, just like you and I would. So it's using the same kind of perception and logic as a human being. What we can then do is use this input to further categorize the material that's on the stream. Now we can understand and see this logo, and the artificial intelligence can understand that that's a Starbucks logo. So what we're able to do is not only quantify and sort how many coffee cups there are, but we could also report how many Starbucks cups there are. We can provide potential value to brands who are trying to understand how their material is consumed, how much of it is being recycled, how that product is passing through the system, and put that into their product design to encourage recycling, to develop better material that can be more recoverable and achieve even higher recycling rates.
Historically, recycling is a very manual process. Businesses face major challenges maintaining a workforce and keeping reliable people in the jobs every day. High turnover drives up costs and limits capacity. Workplace safety is another issue. People can be stuck with a needle. Lithium batteries start fires on a regular basis all the time in recycling facilities. With our vision system, we can identify these hazards in advance and help keep human beings out of harm's way. With AMP's robots, they can work 24/7, doubling the productivity of a human being while cutting the cost of recovering material.
So what we at AMP are really excited about with artificial intelligence is the ability to train these systems not only to the level of what human sorters are capable of doing, but taking the millions of examples of images and be able to do even more than what humans are capable of doing currently.
Waste management and recycling operations are facing difficult economic challenges every day. Commodity markets are volatile, labor shortages are common because of low unemployment, operating costs are high, and recycling is really a very complex business. AMP helps overcome these challenges with technology. We help our customers increase their productivity by lowering their costs and helping them capture more value.
Artificial intelligence is kind of a buzzword these days, but the idea is using an algorithm to improve itself over time. We actually evolved the entire structure of the solution of the algorithm through repeated trial and error. I did a lot of Department of Defense and Department of Energy contracts to develop these new robotic technologies, and you get them working and you do a demo and then you shelve them. And that's really unsatisfying as an engineer. So AMP is delivering an actual product that's in the field right now and making a difference, and that feels awesome. I used to work at SpaceX, and SpaceX was also delivering an actual project, but it was 2-3 years down the line from where an engineering change could really take effect and be applicable. AMP is shipping robots across the world that are sorting recycling and making a difference, and when I can make a change in the code and see that come out as material sorted in factories across the country, that's amazing.
At AMP, we're making recycling more sustainable and efficient so it can better serve our society and our planet. We're advancing a circular economy, and we're driven by a high sense of urgency to achieve a vision of zero waste.
AMP Robotics was started with the idea that robotics and artificial intelligence could change the fundamental economics of the recycling process. Today, we have systems deployed all around the world, sorting construction and demolition, electronic and municipal solid waste. We have a team of technologists and environmentalists focused on how we promote and create a truly circular and sustainable economy.